So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is whenever I have an idea, just whatever it might be that passes through my mind, maybe it's something useful, something interesting, some new change that's happening, I'm just going to take my phone out and point a camera at myself and record me talking about it. Because it's really stuck with me as a challenge that Gary Vee talks about, where he says, post 7 to 25 pieces of content a day for the different platforms like Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, YouTube, whatever the channel might be. And yeah, I gotta say, challenge accepted. That sounds like a good strategy. That sounds like something that is a good opportunity, because the awareness that increases, it's uncomfortable, it's different. At the same time, though, being someone where the point of me being in digital marketing is I wanted to learn the industry. That's why I'm here. I spent some time in real estate and I got to learn how that works. I spent some time in finance and was able to understand how money moves and how capital is structured and things like this. And now I'm in marketing to understand how is money made? What makes a successful brand versus an unsuccessful brand? So that way I'd like to be able to get to where I can connect those dots and I can have things running in real estate and in capital and finance and be able to understand the marketing and branding to really bring out the best potential. Because my mission is the same. I'm going to talk about this more and more because it's the filter by which I make my decisions of what I should do. And that is my mission, is to bring the world's greatest ideas to life. This is what I want to do. This is the vision that I see. I see an infrastructure and a company and a network of whatever different resources or teams or technologies or whatever it might be that is capable of any idea, any product, any service, whatever thing there might be that an entrepreneur has made or can offer that provides value to another person in some regards. I want to understand the formula behind how does that work and how can we bring out the best in that when it comes to how to when it comes to succeeding in business. I do this because we live in a really exciting time right now. Like, to be able to have access to the entire world, like it's as if we have a limitless encyclopedia in the palm of our hands. The fact that I can go onto Instagram and search up the tag of Cairo, Egypt, and take a look at what is going on in Cairo right now, that I can go into Facebook and I can see exactly what's going on with people in my lives, even if I haven't talked with them in years. It's almost like I can catch up and keep up with them and know what's going on. To go to YouTube and to find that virtually any piece of information that one might want, whether they're looking for entertainment, they're looking to learn about a subject, they're wanting to be able to get different insights and different perspectives about whatever global issues or topics may be happening, as opposed to going through like a professional media source, which has an entire infrastructure of its own that has to be maintained. We're able to now, in this day and age, to listen and to hear the insights and perspectives of normal people like you and I. Like, any of us can become global publishers in this age, and that idea completely revolutionizes business, that we have access to this. And when I take a look at not just where technology is now, when I look at where technology is going next, it's having access to more information that's more easily accessible. So if someone maybe doesn't speak native English, the auto translation is getting better and better and better inside of Google. You've got Facebook that's expanding out into all these different platforms, as well as offering more ways to connect and to share information with each other. Not to mention all these different other social networks. It changes the way that we process information. And while yes, I see the arguments of the negative impacts that can occur from this, the lack of empathy that can occur in people as we begin to kind of, I don't know what the word be, not immunize, but it becomes something where it's a lot easier to hide inside of our phones, inside of our computers, to be able to hide inside of our social media profile, as opposed to living life. And if we have a certain perspective, it's real easy to find the part of the internet that agrees with us and believes the same things that we do, at which point we can simply further empower our own thought And I don't think this is very useful because, well, quite frankly, as flesh and blood, flawed human beings, meaning that we do make mistakes, we do make misinterpretations, we have information that may not be accurate, and it's through experience with other people that we typically learn this. And so I see the negatives. Maybe another challenge that can occur is, you think of the Dunning-Kruger effect, the fact that as someone learns more about a topic, typically their confidence of communicating about that topic goes down. And when it comes to the confidence of a person in a topic, the less they know is actually the more confident that they become. So we have this really uncomfortable issue where people who don't know a lot about a topic typically have not non-logical confidence in their perspective of that topic. That's actually the highest level of confidence, is the people who know the least. And then it decelerates rapidly to where as you learn more, one becomes less confident. What this means is that we become less likely to put out content, less likely to make a video, to write a post, to share information, and to offer our service, because our confidence goes down as we realize just how much information there is about whatever the topic might be. Then there's a bottom out point where we basically have no confidence in it, but we begin to realize that, okay, we can do things, we've achieved results, we have logical reasoning behind our opinion of whatever it might be. And then we start to rise back up, yet even then, even when hitting the level of a master, that level of confidence is still less than the people who do not have knowledge and experience and education on a topic. And so this makes it to where a lot of the information that's on the web, unfortunately, are not made by experts. They're not made by people who know what they're doing, people who have experience, people who have logical, practical reasoning behind why they're saying and doing what they do. And this is problematic because it makes it to where a lot of the information out there is bullshit. And this can be tough to navigate. There are these negative effects, and I speak to those because it's a big reason why I'm so passionate about this vision of bringing the world's greatest ideas to life and figuring out every possible way that I can be a benefit to making this happen. Because I know that by helping, a lot of the lack of confidence that comes from people sharing their value with the world comes because there's so many moving pieces involved. Like if somebody is, let's just say, a very, very confident at interior design. They're a great interior designer. They've got 15 years of experience, yet the world of interior design is changing. They want to be more vocal online. They want to build an online presence. Well, unfortunately, 15 years of experience in interior design does not make them brilliant at graphic design or at web development or at copywriting or at email marketing or at advertising on different digital platforms. Like, these are in themselves entirely different fields. So then, of course, maybe this person, let's just use the example of interior designer, they have a skill that they know is valuable. They know they can do a lot of good for their market, for whoever their customers may be. But they don't have the confidence to go onto Facebook, to start sending out emails, to write a blog, to be able to make a website. And so then maybe they look to hire somebody. And there's such a glut of options, and everybody and their mother is a digital marketing expert, and a so-called digital marketing expert, and has their own theories and ideas and concepts and strategies and techniques that may or may not work. And it's something where this I see as a problem, because then you have an interior designer. They've got a limited budget. It's not like they're Nike and can throw hundreds of millions of dollars into their marketing department. No, it's something where they have a budget. And so maybe they have access to $5,000, $10,000, however much money it might be, that they can afford to make. But if one's not confident in being able to make a decision on, do I make a website first? Do I hire someone to manage my social media? Do I hire copywriters to put content into blog format? Do I buy camera equipment and start doing vlogs and start making videos? Like, there's so many options, and it makes it to where there's an analysis paralysis, where a lot of people who have an amazing value to provide, maybe it's a product, maybe it's a service, maybe it's some kind of consulting, I don't know, whatever a person's value might be in the world, it becomes more difficult and increasingly more difficult to get out there and effectively stand out in the increasingly growing world that is digital marketing. And so I say this because when it comes to being able to resolve this problem, to go after this, is my vision is that by by going after different industries and really digging deep at creating an infrastructure, by being able to create affordable services that make sense, that doesn't have a whole bunch of confusing jargon and making it sound like what we do is level 99 level black magic or something. Like, no, like to be able to show that it's just a sequential process. There's a formula. And to be able to do this at an affordable price that's accessible for people, that someone who's an interior designer, let's say, can feel confidence in knowing that there's of seeing exactly what they're getting. I don't see this very much. And this is a value I see, that at this stage of bringing the world's greatest ideas to life is where I can grow further. Because of course there'll be a point that I'm more of an investor and I provide capital to different people who have great ideas and to bring those to life. There'll be a point that I'm in real estate. I'm developing different types of environments to be able to bring people together to create new things. Like, there'll be other stages, but right now it's Facebook, it's Google, it's web development. And while last year, yeah, I faced some failures. I had a company that grew from nothing to over $1 million in revenue in about a 15-month total period of time. Like, I had no idea what I was doing. I knew Facebook ads. I knew how to create campaigns, do audience research, how to scale up ad sets to produce massive amounts of money for my clients. I had no idea how to manage people, how to raise capital, how to deal with contracts and corporate structuring and legal and accounting. Like, I didn't know this stuff. I got an intimate understanding of the exact problem that I know other small business owners face. My vision, my mission is to bring the world's greatest ideas to life, because I know the same way that I was able to succeed massively at my skill, at my talent, which is Facebook marketing, Facebook advertising. I failed because I didn't know the rest. I didn't know where to go. I didn't know who to hire. I tried. I mean, I paid, God, it's a cringeworthy amount of money, probably aggregate several $100,000 between different advisors and different coaches and different mentors and gurus and education and all of this stuff to try to learn it all. And I still wasn't able to. And I like to think I'm pretty competent and I'm able to learn rather quickly. This means that there must be a lot of business owners who perhaps are facing something similar. Maybe they haven't lost $1 million like I did. I wouldn't suggest it. I'm pretty ambitious and I move fast. So I got myself into some uncomfortable situations. At the same time, though, a lot of people I know in the business world, they have ideas and they plateau at a certain point. And to get past that, that's what I see we can do. That's what I want to focus on. And to do so by building a team of people from around the world. It's country agnostic, that we can have not just specialists in one single geographic location, but we can have the best of the planet. They're the best developers, the best designers, the best copywriters and video editors and advertisers, the people that are truly and genuinely passionate about that which they do. So that way then it can be the highest level of quality in the service, that this brand can be built in a way that shares with transparency what is provided in the service, what are the timelines, how does it work, who do you communicate with, what is the expectation of these different services, and to do so at an affordable and reasonable price that is accessible to the business owners. I share this video because it's something where, as I've looked and looked back, and especially from the mastermind with Olya, I realized that the thing that's changed these last few months, that I've really become more animated, that I can feel myself coming back finally from the crippling depression and anxiety that I struggled with at one point, to the point, actually at 2 points, of being suicidal. I will make separate videos about those. But to go from the brink of disaster, which is where I was mentally and emotionally, I see now that the thing that's really helped to bring me back up, that's really changed that switch that was made to allow me to be able to think clearly again, is by finding out my why, my vision, my purpose. What is it that is motivating me to continue to make these decisions, to stay up late learning and watching videos and reading articles, and to wake up early to be able to get to work, to be able to, I can gain more experience and I can lead more people and I can train more people to do better. It's this one singular mission, to bring the world's greatest ideas to life. So if you're interested in this, or you want to know any more details, if there's any part of this that maybe you think would be valuable to be as a separate video, please let me know in the comments below. Until next time, guys, thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.